It's time, your frugal prepper. So yeah, my toolbox is a little messy. I need to put some stuff away. But I wanted to show you here. So I've got, let me grab the light. A little trusty drop light. I got my snap-on drop light up there, but so I got the water pump in there. That's all good. The alternator brackets put back on, and I've got the timing belt in. So I finished that up about 9 o'clock last night. I've just been working on this for a half hour or an hour here and there at night as I have time. So I put the bottom timing cover on and then the harmonic balancer back on. Give the engine a couple full rotations and make sure all my timing marks still line up. Because these are an interference engine, so you don't want to have that off or it gets ugly. Your life is gonna suck if you get one of these things out of time. So then the other thing I got going on now, since the last time I talked about this, is those two lines right down there. Those are the fuel lines, and where they come through that rusty bracket, the bottom one there has ruptured and is squirting fuel out. So as I was doing the tires and having to move the steering back and forth, I had a heck of a time. These wheels always get seized on the hubs, and normally I can beat them with a sledgehammer or kick them enough they'll pop loose. The passenger side one just would not. I literally had to go ahead and deal with the fuel leak, put the fuel pump relay back in, set it back down on the ground, put the other wheel on, leave the studs loose, and take it out in the driveway and neutral drop it in forward and reverse about 10 times before that wheel finally broke loose. And then I went ahead and jacked it up, cleaned the rust off, lubed it, put it back on, drove it in the garage, put it back on jack stands, and took the wheels off. It's crazy. That's one of the only things I really have always hated about this car, is the wheels get seized on there. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. Those lines are about $100 a piece to get the whole line kit that goes clear back. They do stop and have a splice in them before they go up to the fuel pump, so you don't have to drop the tank to put them in. I could try to patch them. I know they make some compression fittings. I've had problems with compression fittings coming apart before, but they do make a new compression fitting that goes to a nylon on the other end. I might try doing that. I don't have the tool to put the speed clip crimp in a line, or I'd do that and then just put my fittings on. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that. I really don't want to just do a piece of rubber and hose clamps. I might do that to get it out of the garage for now, but not in the engine compartment, especially. If that thing lets go full on and starts spraying fuel around, you could end up with a bad fire. So the other thing I've decided to do is the thermostat's right down in here. Some light. I think I'm going to go ahead and replace that. These engines have a tendency for that thermostat to lock up, and it overheats, and it actually blows the plastic top off of the radiators, and then it warps the heads so bad that you can't even machine them back into spec. So since that's a common failure on these, I think I'm going to do it. And then my question is, do I get a Huyndai thermostat? I usually use OEM thermostats where possible, but since they have a problem, a known issue, would I be better off to go with a Stant or a Gates? So I'm siding on that, but I'm going to replace it one way or the other. And then I'll just check all the brakes and everything, and this thing should be ready to go after that. So toolbox is messy. Got the all my stuff up here, but I guess it's not too bad. I put all my sockets away and everything. So I'm getting ready to do the lower timing cover, but I told you all that I'd kind of take you along for the ride as I'm working on this car. And that's what I'm doing, is just showing you where I'm at. You want to say hi, Wesley?
Hi.
What are you doing?
Playing with the bike.
Don't get your fingers in them spokes. I'm telling you, it's gonna hurt. Your life's gonna suck if you put your fingers in them spokes.
At least it's dusty.
No, it's gonna hurt your finger. Like, break it. And we're gonna be back at the emergency room again, paying a $90 copay.
Okay.
All right.
Get back to your video, okay?
Thanks for listening.
Well,
Don't put your finger down there. I'm telling you. You're in for a world of hurt. What's going to happen? Here, I'll show you. Go ahead and pedal that thing real fast. Get going. Now, if you actually get your finger in that spoke, do you want that to happen to your finger?
no.
Don't get your fingers by that.
Okay.
Daddy knows this because he's broke a few fingers and toes on bicycles when he was your age. I'm trying to help you not have to go through that pain. Right. Okay, folks, my battery's about to die anyway, so I'll talk to y'all later. This is Tom, your Frugal Prepper.